Hello everyone, it is TermPent Studios. Today with a new video, how to design your own coaster. Well, I sort of went too fast. If you go to the main menu, as you wait for the loading screen, you will see these three buttons. Click Tools, Coaster Designer. If you want to have your own setup for the park, if you don't know, go to Play and Sandbox. Open up a new game. There will be a new game right there. Then there will be then you go to if you want to go harder, go to Tools and Scenario. Click that, and you'll have your own park to make yourself instead of having the computer build it. What I'm going to talk about is how to make peeps enjoy your coaster so you don't mess up, which hopefully you won't. Okay, I'm gonna do, the hardest part is figuring out which one you want to do. I don't like when this happens. I'll just choose a Giga Coaster. If you want to have a good start to your coaster, go ahead, hit Shift, and there you go, you're elevated. Lift off. Anyway, keep holding this peeps button for about 7 to 10 blocks. I'm not going to do that much because you only have this much room, and the blocks help you on where you're supposed to go. I'll show both ways how to do it on the ground and on elevated, which we're doing elevated if you want to do elevated tracks. So what I usually do, never do that. What I do is I just go down, circle around, see, these are the main things you need if you want speed. Best things, your best friend is that. And if it's red, don't do it. But if it's blue, just go for it. But I don't like going underground. It doesn't make it realistic. So now we're here. You can see how we've elevated and we went down a little bit. If you want to start building now, which I will, you can take the chain button and click this. If you do that, no chain, no nothing. So keep this up. If you want a cable lift hill, it's basically a harder way to get up, but I like chains better. I'm just going to go to that height. Then if you want, you can either go down, make a fake. I'm going to just go down here. It's very hard to level out. Like, that's too much. So then you just do that. Then what I do is I go, make it go this way. So I just made a curve kind of thing. It didn't show up for an overbank curve if you wanted to do it on your own instead of following the steps of this other one. Now if you want to do a loop, well, you can't do a loop on this one, but just keep going up. I may do another coaster because this is a really great one. But if you want to go this way, turns it this way, it's a little looser, then that's a little bit sharper. That's just going to turn it around in 2 steps. This one goes 1, 2 as well. Oh. I never trust that. If you click this button, it'll direct you to the station. which I hate, but don't press it. If you want, you can go up. Let's test this, see if it'll work. This is just a 4-car, I haven't edited anything, so it goes down, it goes around. If you hit the test button, it'll show up like this. Now, if it doesn't work, elevate this or lower this, or not even include that. Let's see if this will work. If you want a lower elevated coaster, go right ahead through this tutorial. There it goes. A little bit jockey right there, but okay, it's pretty smooth. So I want to make a 4 helix. But you're still going up. You want to go down. So that won't work. Now, if you want to dig under, I will not. But if you want to dig underground, this is what you do. Until that happens, it's going to dig a hole and it's permanent. So, you want to go down. If you want to. Voila. It'll give you that. It'll give you some personalized underground lights. Everything you need for an underground coaster, like that. Pretty good coaster so far, but let's see if our little coaster helper here is gonna like this ride, or don't even do anything with it. See, that made it slower. Will it make it? It made it. Okay, that's one good thing. We just need a few more. Which this will obviously not be enough. I make another one of these. If you want, you can make it bigger than the others. Which then you will obviously need a chain. Mouse isn't working, but we'll try this. So, now we're all the way at the ground. So then how are we going to get up? Well, that's where this thing comes in, but I'm not finished with this yet. See, it won't let me. See? Let's take this. Not gonna work. That's gonna kill your ride. Let's see if this works. So since that will not work, we won't use it. Anytime it goes red, do not use it. If it's blue, then wow, you're lucky. Let's see if this will work. And of course it'll stop here because then we got this problem here. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so then we can't do this. We have to do it like that. Great overcross right through. That'll be a great ride for anyone that likes connections to any other. So if you want to make curves right here, and I usually suggest like near 2013. Just remember that for a year. And there you go. Place your exit wherever you, entrance and exit wherever you want. Customize your colors. We'll make this green, turquoise, and yellow. We'll make the track brown, red, and blue. So we got like a sort of themed looking car, but we don't have a good car, but it's only a tutorial. It won't keep it. I may keep it for any other things. We'll name this tutorial for Twitch and YouTube. Great name. If you want to change the number of cars you have, maybe 5 will work. 5 would work. I don't know why 6 is not. Let's test this out. See if this works. Okay, so we got that. That's very important if you want to start the coaster. Also, hold on. Before anything, if you want it to go faster, like 16 miles an hour if you have a really slow ride, speed it up a little bit. I'll show you a few things you can also use for if you're having problems with your trains or tracks. If this works on the first try, this will be about over 10 in a row that's worked on the first try. See, that was the own one. Now we're going to use the others for their creations of it. Yeah, we're going to need about 20 feet after it. I'm sure this is going to work. This is really fast here. There you go, right through there. There you go. That's a great. Now, let's dig a bit. We don't want it that much. We want it to go like. So we got water to make it a little more realistic. And no, you're not touching the water. That'd be a bad thing. We know this works, but if you wanted to add water, here's what it'll do. It'll basically set out a realism. That's a very great kind of look to it. Let's look at it this way. It's very good with the coaster going. Now, leave if another train arrives at the station. Makes it so much faster instead of waiting times because it'll mess you up. Don't need this. Comments, profit, which you don't really need to care about if you're not doing a what do you call it? If you're doing a sandbox. Inspection time. Call a mechanic. Okay. Let's see. This will. Okay, if you want to see what your speed is on your coaster, great idea. Like, it just hit 25 miles an hour. And that's going at 16, because that's the speed of it. Then there it goes up. Almost 75 miles an hour. Then slowing down once again. Probably the end will be over 75. Almost at 75, about 65, 60. And here we go down. Let's see how fast this goes. Almost at 75. Great. Then here's the peeps. Actually, this is what you need importantly. Okay, your incitement rating. That's important. It's pretty high, 7.60. I've had a 99.8 once. Intensity rating, 5.85. I usually recommend 6 to 8 of intensity, but we weren't really rushing on this one. And 2.89 is a nausea rating. There's not really a number requirement. It barely happens. Unless you get like 99.9, which is basically what I got on that same coaster. Very hard. Okay. Now if you want to save your coaster, which I've been asked a lot when people played this, don't need to care about that. When you are saving, click the save button. Then you'll find it in the Giga Coasters. Let's get the Giga Coasters. There's now 9. Tutorial for Twitch and YouTube. We're gonna duplicate duplicate this to the exact same thing. And there you go. The exact same model, except a little higher, but it's not going to kill you if it's too high. This one doesn't have water, but still pretty cool. It's almost going at the exact same time. But still, there you go. You now know how to build an elevated coaster. We'll be right back right after this. Once again, if you wanted a non-elevated coaster, here you are. Let's find a good coaster that'll do it. Posting inversions. Here we got a looping coaster. Let's do that. An easier way to do this if you want it. I'm showing random colors, but if you want to do a shortcut of it, here. Okay. What I'd do, I would keep it like this. And you want to keep your blocked brakes at 20.13. Let's see if that will work on this. Actually, I sort of messed this up. It's actually a launch coaster, so go as fast as you want. 67.11. Notice it in the launch coaster, but if you want to, you can watch our elevated coaster one to see how you put it on. But if you want to launch your coaster, you do this. If you want. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, very nice. Now you could futz around with this. Like, there you are. Pretty nice. If you're really wanting to jolt people with a lot, that's what you can do. Take a corkscrew, loop, half loop, corkscrew. Great idea if you want it. You can do multiple barrel rolls. It's great having this game if you don't have it. Then you're watching a wrong video. We're having lots of fun. If you want to have it, buy the game. Pretty good. Now, if you're running out of room and you have this problem, or you just don't feel like having it, if it's not enough room, turn it. Wait, add a jolt. You can keep it vertical, or you don't need to keep it vertical. It's anything. Anyway. This would be awesome. Goes right through. That's awesome. If you wanted to do that, I may share both of these coasters, I don't know. You'll have to find them though. I'll also be posting this on YouTube. Follow on my Twitch. Twitch.tv/TermPent. Let's see if this works. There you go, right in. Boom. We did. Awesome. I love that idea. If you would... Ah. Okay, so that won't work. The large corkscrew right there. There you go. If you're having a situation like this, where you're about to hit it, just go down, turn, and you're good. Just in case that ever happens to you, which it may. I wouldn't say no. Okay, from the station, it looks like a loopy-doopy mess, but we tried. We did our best. This goes a minimum of 199.28. Very nice. Not a bad coaster. We could also do a helix, which would be awesome. How do I do it again? Seems to not like me. Oh well. Never do that. That smells like meat in here. See, I told you it would be like that. Let's go down to the station. And it somehow just doesn't have a brain and doesn't want to do this. Sadly. Okay, that's enough. But you know how to do it. So just connect it to the station. Apparently I'll be editing this for sometime when I have time. But for now, you can save it, because why not? you'll have to change the name. But I'm not going to change the name here. And that's all I pretty much want to show. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. Or shoot me a whisper. Hit the like button. Subscribe and follow. We hope to see you real soon.